They have distanced themselves. How do we know that it's not a political gimmick? They will come back together immediately after the elections. BNP is now trying to truck with the left parties. BNP is now trying to get closer with Jatiyo Party. And all of that is creating a bigger opposition for Sheikh Hasina. So this water treaty was important. And I think to an extent, it has been successful. And it has gone a long way for Hasina to go back and say that India is not only doing lip service. There is something substantial that India has also given back and not taken from us only. Now if we go to the power sector, two very tangible projects are there right in front of us. The Rambagh project and the Adani understanding that has happened of late. But apart from that, what else is happening on this power sector? So we know that the prices of fuel has been high, has been doubled. The alarmists have said that Bangladesh is going the Sri Lanka way, and the Chinese debt trap theory is again in flow. But has that stopped China or Turkey from investing in Bangladesh?
একটা বিষয় আমি যেটা আমাকে এতক্ষণ ভাবাচ্ছিল, ফ্র্যাঙ্কলি স্পিকিং আপনার কথা আমি শুনতে শুনতে ভাবছিলাম যে ভারত এবং বাংলাদেশের সম্পর্ক, যেটা মিস্টার বাসু বলছেন যে শেখ হাসিনা 13 বছর ধরে ক্ষমতায় আছেন, ফলে আমরা আস্তে আস্তে আমাদের সম্পর্কটা ভালো হয়েছে, উষ্ণ হয়েছে এবং আশা করতে পারি যে এই সরকার যদি টিকে যায় তাহলে আরো ভালো হবে। যেহেতু আমার আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্কের ট্রেনিং আমার এই অবস্থানটা নিয়েই অসুবিধে আছে, এটা এরকম যেন শোনাচ্ছে আমার কাছে ব্যক্তিগতভাবে যে পুরো বাংলাদেশের সম্পর্কটা, ওই দেশটির সঙ্গে সম্পর্কটা পুরো শেখ হাসিনার হাতেই রয়েছে। আমার এইটা নিয়ে একটা অসুবিধা, কারণ এটা তো আমরা কোনোভাবেই নিশ্চিত করতে পারি না আমার পছন্দের পাত্র বা পাত্রীকে আমি তক্তায় বসিয়ে রাখবো। তাহলে আমরা মার্কিনীদের থেকে আলাদা কিভাবে হই? তারা ঠান্ডা লড়াইয়ের সময় তথা কোল্ড ওয়ারে বছরের পর বছর কোনো পছন্দসই পাত্র বা পাত্রীকে ক্ষমতায় বসিয়ে তাদের সুবিধা আদায় করেছে। আমরা সেই স্তরে যাব না, কিন্তু রেশনালিটিটা, যুক্তিটা বা চিন্তা ভাবনাটা খানিকটা কিন্তু তাই। এবং আমার পক্ষে একটা আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্কের ছাত্রী হিসেবে পররাষ্ট্র সম্পর্কটা কারোর হাতে থাকাটা বাঞ্ছনীয় নয়। ইট শুড বি স্ট্রাকচারালি ডিটারমিন্ড। সে দুটি কিভাবে হয়েছে সেটা সবাই জানে। You have records from UK, you have records from United States, you have records from international agencies যারা বলেছে এটা তো নির্বাচন নামক কিছুই হয়। ফলে এইভাবেই কি আমরা আমাদের সুবিধার্থে আমরা আমাদের দেশের স্বার্থ রক্ষা করতে আমরা বদ্ধপরিকর, কিন্তু এভাবে কি আমরা করতে পারবো দিনের পর দিন? এটা আমার কাছে একটা অস্বস্তিকর প্রশ্ন বলে আমার মনে হচ্ছে। মানে কেউ কিছু মনে করো যে আমি দেশের বিরুদ্ধে হয়ে কথা বলছি, তা কিন্তু না। I'm just acting as a devil's advocate right here.
Very good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, Arindam. He has given me this opportunity to come here. ভালো লাগছে, খুব ইন্টারেস্টিং ডিসকাশন হচ্ছে। বিফোর আই স্টার্ট মাই পয়েন্টস, আমি বলি যে লাস্ট স্যাটারডে আই ওয়াজ ইন ঢাকা, এবং ওখানে বাংলাদেশি এডিটর্স গিল্ড একটা আছে, and Editors Guild had organized a program, where on similar lines, what Sheikh Hasina's visit to India has actually given to Bangladesh. So সেখানে আমি গিয়েছিলাম, আমার সঙ্গে 3 জন ভারতীয় সাংবাদিকও গিয়েছিলেন, এবং সেখানে বাংলাদেশ সাইডেও there were several speakers, including their junior foreign minister শাহরিয়ার আলম, এবং আরও কয়েকজন ছিলেন, যাদের মধ্যে একটু চীনপন্থী, একটু পাকিস্তানপন্থী লোকেরাও ছিল। Interesting discussions with him, but overall the broad takeaway was that what their junior foreign minister said, that it was one of the most successful visits in recent memory, and as I had put in one of my articles, that the glass this time at least looks half full, it doesn't look half empty. So that is very interesting. So with this backdrop, last Saturday in Dhaka discussing Sheikh Hasina's visit, and this Saturday here in Kolkata discussing this. Fantastic. Now, আমাকে অরিন্দম আগে বলেছিল to look into the economy side. I've been a student of economics, I track these issues very closely. But the thing is, the two academicians, the two so-called academicians, I mean so-called you were like journalists. You know, eto interesting points দিয়েছে. I don't know whether there is any Bangladeshi journalist here. You gave at least 3 or 4 headlines to Bangladeshi journalists, you know, between you guys. Because অত্যন্ত স্পর্শকাতর বেশ কিছু মন্তব্য আপনারা করেছেন এবং which are really headline materials. And I am so excited and so tempted to speak on those issues, but you know, I will stick to the mandate delivered to me by the chair, who has written it very clearly, that Sheikh Hasina's recent visit. So I am not going into how India will deal with Bangladesh with or without Hasina, whether India is banking, whether India is doing the right thing by saying that, by coupling itself with Hasina on the issue of Bangladesh. These are the experts will discuss, or we can discuss offline. But being a journalist who is a generalist, I will share rather some information which is extremely important about this visit, because I was trying to track it closely, and I had been to Dhaka as well to get a sense of what people are saying. Now, before I present my views, now it is very clear. Orino also started the Basu here. He started saying that India-Bangladesh relationship is not linear. It had its ups and downs. কখনো ভালো হয়েছে, 75 থেকে 91 খুব খারাপ সময় গেছে. The army rulers were not interested. There was rising fundamentalism. Nobody actually cared. সেইখান থেকে আমরা যদি দেখি, in real sense, Hasina, when she came to power in 96, obviously she was very dependent on India from the very beginning. She tried to kind of improve things, but those 5 years, she hardly had any time. Then 2001 to 2006, we all know, Gulshane northeast terroristরা বসে থাকতো, so we all know that. Then 2006 to 2008, we know that caretaker government, nothing happened. So basically, bilaterally structured way, we started discussing since 2008. So it is like, it's a 14-year kind of a situation, right? It's just more than a decade. So যদিও আমরা 14 বছর more than a decade, but there are so much of expectation, Bangladesh India relationship. Modi ওখানে যান বা Hasina এখানে আসুন, there is so much of expectation, but we have been structurally discussing for the last 14 years. So we should be slightly more pragmatic in terms of trying to work out the payoff matrix of any visit or anything like that. So আমি এখানে যেটা বলতে চাই সেটা হচ্ছে যে এই যে ব্যাকড্রপটা, যে এতদিনের সম্পর্ক, কিন্তু তার মধ্যে there were like more than 2 decades, 2 lost decades. তো ওটাও যেন আমরা মাথায় রাখি যখন আমরা কথাবার্তা বলি যে কি হলো ভারত বাংলাদেশ দ্বিপাক্ষিক সম্পর্ক কোন দিকে যাচ্ছে না যাচ্ছে। সো বেসিক্যালি এবারের ভিজিটটায় আমি আসছি। এবারের ভিজিটটায় we all know the MOUs অনেক সাইন হয়েছে, অনেক প্রজেক্টস আনভেইলড হয়েছে। তার মধ্যে ইম্পর্টেন্ট পয়েন্টসগুলো ম্যামও বলেছেন, অরিনমও বলেছে, রামপাল, connectivity, these points have been mentioned. Just from the point of an economist, from a student of economics, I would like to say Bangladesh, the energy situation has become extremely important, that we should be talking about. I mean, we all know that the energy costs are very high, but the thing is, the exact quantum, the Sheikh Hasina government on August 5 raised the price of diesel and kerosene by 42.5% and petrol and octane by 51.1% and 51.7% respectively. This is huge, and this has kind of created havoc. বাংলাদেশে গেছি, লোকে ফোন করতে করতে বলছে যে there are so many power cuts because they have stopped 10 diesel fired power plants in Bangladesh. So there is actually scarcity, load shedding হচ্ছে, power cuts হচ্ছে, people are upset.
Thank you Mr. Purohit. So now our last speaker, and very young, talented academician, Ms. Shohini Naik.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether being the last speaker is advantageous or disadvantageous because multifaceted points have been covered. So I would at least try to put in something new. Okay, so at the very outset, I would like to extend my gratitude to the Institute of Social and Cultural Studies India for giving me the opportunity to extend my views on the strategic significance of Sheikh Hasina's visit to India. Now, when we talk about any bilateral visit for that matter, we always try to see what have been the key major takeaways, right? And when there is a series of MOUs signed or agreements, we generally focus on some things that have not been done. Okay, and while I was preparing, what I would actually say here, I read in a variety of articles that Bangladesh is more or less disappointed because the Tista agreement has not been, there has been no constructive solution to the Tista agreement, and it has been already been discussed here quite many times that water from the Kushiara River for Bangladesh is just a little development that was expected, and it was a very meager kind of a gain that Bangladesh had from India. But one of the primary areas is that when we talk about any bilateral relationship, the primary idea is to manifest what we can receive as a whole in the region. Okay, two countries talking with each other in a bilateral sense, that is fine. But at the end of the day, I feel that what can be done in respect to the entire region can be more easily manifested between the two countries in comparison to a bilateral relationship that more or less takes a back seat. Okay, and that is where the South Asian region and the Bay of Bengal as such comes to as the main narrative, because the Bay of Bengal now in this particular age has gained significance and great salience that was often regarded as the backwater during the Cold War. Okay, so that this specific region has been gaining its salience, and what I feel that has been missing till now is India's Act East policy that India has been promoting since very many years. Okay, and one of the primary areas that India has focused on is its vision towards Southeast Asia and the greater Indo-Pacific narrative that has been created in the recent past. And in this particular narrative, India knows very well that Bangladesh can not only be an aid but also as a bridge to move towards the Southeast Asia. But how can we actually understand the movement towards Southeast Asia if the bridge is not a very solid one? And that cannot be done without the help of many countries within the geographical setting of South Asia to come together, having the same kinds of visions, same kinds of ideologies, to move together towards a region that is more prosperous, that can open windows towards prosperity.